today's video, I'm going to show you how to set up your first list. So you want to head over to Terminal, click on Lists. Now it's going to ask you to create a list. Before we get there, what are lists? Lists are essentially strategies that you can put in place, not only for the call channels you are copying, but also for your own trades. So you can put different parameters like minimum 100,000 market cap, 24 hours, minimum age, and more. And Dexcelerate will buy those coins based off the features and settings you set, and you can trade while you sleep. So, and now let's get started. We can create a list. So I'm going to create two lists for this video. We're going to start with the call channel one. So I'm going to name this one call channel. And here you can select the call channels I'm in. So I'm in these three. I want to make a strategy for these three channels. You could also select by callers if there's multiple callers in the call channel, which is nice. So now we can look at the filters. So for example, here they have the contract filters. I only want to buy coins that have mint authority disabled, freeze authority disabled, not a honeypot, and has at least one social. As well, I want to buy coins that are 24 hours old or more, nothing newer than that. And you can scroll down and look at all the different features they have here and set them to your liking. So this is a very powerful tool that Dexcelerate has. It has a bunch of different settings you can play around with. But to keep it simple for this example, we're going to leave it at that. And once we're happy with everything, we click Save and click Apply. Now I'm going to go ahead and create my second list, my second strategy, but this will be for my own buys, the coins I usually tend to go for. So we're going to go back to lists, create a list, and we're going to name this one My Strat, for example. And we're not going to select any of these, but we can look at the filters here. So I always buy coins that have the safety features and at least one social. So I'm going to leave those on. I like coins that have at least 50,000 liquidity. The market cap's at least 150,000. And the pair age is at least 4 hours old. So we can also go further down and look at the different features here and settings. So for example, in the last 24-hour transactions, change, volume, sells, and buys, we can play around with those settings. So it's a very powerful tool that you guys can play around with. And if you do have really specific settings, you can actually set them here. And for example, I want to go all the way down to the 5-minute transactions. So when the 5-minute transactions are at 500 and the coin starts trending, the token will be bought by Dexcelerate and by the bot, and we'll get in. So these are some nice settings I have set up, and this is my strategy for this example here. And once I'm happy and good to go, I'll click Save and we'll apply it. And now we'll go ahead and we'll automate it in the bots feature. So we'll go over to bots here, and you want to select on lists, and then you want to create a new bot. So here's where you do the automation portion of it. So we can go here, select our lists that we made. So we'll start with the call channel one, go to triggers. We'll do 0.05. Well, for this one, we'll keep it at my previous scalping strategy, and priority fees we will keep on low. Make sure the slot's connected, everything's good, and we click create. Now our bot has been created, and we can refresh the page here and it will pop up. And you can always play around, pause it, or play around with the settings. Now I want to create a bot for my own buys. So I'll go back to create new bot, select the list, click on the list we just made, My Strat, and we're going to go to triggers. Maybe for this one, I'll up the buys. I'll do 0.1. And for example, here I want to take at 100%, I'm going to sell 50%. At 200%, I'm going to sell the rest of my position. And my stop loss will be 35% for this strategy. Next, we'll go back to the priority, and I am playing with a smaller amount. So I will keep my slippage on auto because I don't want my transactions to fail, and my gas on low. And now we can click create, and our second bot has been fully automated with our list. And now we can refresh the page and we can see both the lists and bots that we created in real time. And if we ever want to edit them, we can click pause or edit them here. And that's how you create your first list and automate them. And we just got into a transaction actually. So let's take a look here. What's going on? So it actually just bought for us based off the parameters I set, which is very nice for the video so you guys can see. So, and we can actually go here and click on settings. And this is the take profits and stop loss I set, so we can play around with those. Or let's say I'm not happy with this coin, I can just sell completely. So this is how it works, and I'm actually glad that we got into a trade.